A few hours from the eastern shoreboard, tucked away in the hills of Maryland near a little town called Swanton, is a small but resourceful pallet production company, Silver Knob Pallet, LLC. Silver Knob is equipped with the machinery to take wood all the way from log to pallet. This process starts at the scrag mill. Logs arrive by the truckload and are unloaded by the log loader. The logs are stored until they are needed for pallet lumber. The log loader operator spends his day grabbing logs with the arm of the loader and moving them to the buck saw. After setting the logs in place for the buck saw, he operates the saw from the cab of the loader, cutting each log to length before adding them to the line of logs on the log deck waiting to enter the scrag mill. Upon entering the scrag mill, the logs are run one at a time through the head saw. An operator pulls and pushes many a lever to rotate the logs and run them through the giant blades. Coming off the head saw are two products, cants and slabs. The cants are stacked neatly for later use, while the slabs are run through the slab recovery. This saw line cuts the slabs down to smaller boards. A worker stands carefully watching the wood coming out of the saw and sorting the usable lumber from the scrap. The scrap is conveyed to a chipper to be turned into mulch. The boards return by conveyor to the head of the line where they are stacked for later use as pallet material. Meanwhile, outside, the loader stays busy transferring stacks of cants and pallet lumber to their next destination. Some lumber is stored for later, while other stacks are moved directly from the scrag mill to the lumber deck of the gang saw line. The gang saw line process takes the wood from cants to pallet lumber of whatever type necessary. The first stop is a chop saw, cutting each cant down to the specified length. The correctly sized cant then enters the gang saw where numerous blades divide the cant into multiple boards sized properly for use in the pallet nailer. At the end of the line, boards are placed onto a skid by an automatic stacker while an operator stands nearby ensuring that spacing boards are placed and correcting any unhappy accidents the stacker may have. Another machine called a notcher can be used at the end of the gang saw line to produce notched stringers for pallets that require that specification. Fine-tuned machinery and smart electronics work hours on end, perfectly placing boards and driving home thousands of nails to complete many a pallet made to the precision standards that match the quality required by Silver Knob Pallet. The machinery is highly automated and operates nearly on its own. However, several operators are required to watch over the machine to make sure it produces pallet after pallet without delay by correcting any errors that may occur, and they do occur, be it electronic or mechanical. They also constantly feed the big lumber-hungry machine as many boards and stringers as it can handle, which it promptly turns into more Class A pallets, even adding its own stamp of approval to each new product it assembles. Silver Knob generally produces standard size 48 by 40 inch pallets. However, the occasional odd size, such as this 42 by 42 inch pallet, can be built if needed. At the end of the line, the pallets are automatically placed in a neat stack for the forklift to pick up. A forklift operator makes sure there is plenty of lumber on hand for the nailer and keeps the stacks of pallets moved off to the next stop. Some pallets get taken to the heat treating chamber, where they are heated to a specific temperature to kill off any bugs in the wood. Once pallets are ready for delivery, they are loaded onto trailers and strapped down, all set for the next truck out. Silver Knob produces over 2,000 pallets every day, backed up by over 13,000 board feet of lumber cut in the same 8 hours. This totals around 15 truckloads of product out the door each week. As per the goal of keeping the operation highly productive, the plant is kept well cleaned and organized. Time is also spent maintaining the machinery and prepping it for the next job at hand. The whole operation is kept at pace by competent office personnel, folks who not only file papers, but will do whatever work is needed to keep the business at peak production, making the product that moves the world.